Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be showing you how to do cross multiplication. Specifically, we'll be looking at 5x equals to 20, 2/3 equal to x over 9, 9 over x equal to 3/4, 3 over 1 equal to x over 11, 28 over x equal to 4 over 2, 7 over 10 equal to x plus 3 over 4, and then we'll have a bonus question at the end, which is a little bit more challenging, n plus 7 over 2 equal to n minus 6 over 9. Alright, let's get started. So for the first one, it's just your basic can't really even call it cross multiplication. You can call it cross multiplication if you say 5x over 1 equal to 20 over 1, and then the 5x gets multiplied with 1 and the 1 gets multiplied with 20, which this statement and this statement are just equivalent to each other. So if we just divide by 5 to both sides, we'll get x equal to 4. So that's probably your most basic cross multiplication problem. Second problem. The second problem asks us, it's a little bit more challenging. These, as we go through the problems, they'll get a little bit more challenging as we go through each one, all the way up to the bonus question. So I'll encourage you to stop and try to do this one on your own. But the first thing we would do, of course, is the cross multiplication. X times the 3, 2 times the 9. If we do that, we get 3x equal to 2 times 9 is 18. And then here's something that everybody should be familiar with. Here we divide by 3 to both sides to get the x by itself. And finally we get x is equal to 18 over 3, or 6. So that would be the answer to number 2. Okay, so number 3. 9 over x equal to 3 over 4. Again, same thing, cross multiply. 3x equal to 9 times 4, 36. And divide by 3 to get the x by itself. 36 divided by 3 is 12. And that's it. So now number 4. So number 4 says 3 over 1 equal to x over 11. So this time the problem gives us the 3 over 1 instead of just saying 3, but of course we should all know that 3 over 1 is the same thing as saying 3, and vice versa. These are both equal to each other. So if we cross multiply, we get the x times 1. It's just x. Well, it's 1x, but it's the same thing as saying just x. And 3 times 11 is 33. So this one was even more simple. But it's just recognizing sometimes you'll be given 3 over 1, a whole number over 1, or sometimes you'll just be given the whole number. Okay, so number 5, 28 over x equal to 4 over 2. If we did reduce the 4 over 2 down, we would get 2 over 1, which is just the same thing as 2, but we'll use 2 over 1 since we're doing cross multiplication. So 28 over x equals 2 over 1. 28 times 1 is 28, and then 2 times x is 2x. And here, if we divide by 2 to both sides, we'll get an answer of x equal to 14. So now we'll do the last numbered problem before the bonus question. So number 6 is 7 over 10 equal to x plus 3 over 4. So I'll encourage you to stop here, think about it, see if you could solve it yourself. This one is a little bit different than the rest, but it's the same principle. So first, of course, do the 7 times 4. 7 times 4 will give you 28. We set that equal to this 10. This is important right here. 10 times x plus 3. So 10 times x plus 3 in parentheses. You're multiplying 10 by both of these terms. So here you could either distribute the 10 in, or you could divide by 10 to both sides. The point is we want to isolate this x. We want to get the x by itself on one side. So say I wanted to distribute it, we would do 10 times x, 10x, and then 10 times 3, which gives you 30. And then we could subtract by 30 to both sides, 30 minus 30, and 28 minus 30. Minus 30. So it'll give you negative 2 equal to 10x. And to get the x by itself, we simply divide by 10 to both sides. And we'll have x equal to negative 2 over 10. If you reduce this down, this most simplified version of negative 2 over 10, divide both the top and bottom by 2, you would get negative 1 over 5. So this would be your answer. And negative 1 over 5, if you wanted to write it as a decimal, it's the same as negative 0.2. Okay, so now we will move on to the bonus question, which is the hardest one, but we have done enough problems to know how to do it. All it is a little bit longer. So the bonus problem was n plus 7 over 2 equal to n minus 6 over 9. So here, pause it, think about it, try to solve it, cross multiplication first. So if we cross multiply this way, we get the n plus 7 in parentheses times the 9. And then we set that equal to the 2 times, in parentheses, n minus 6. So here it would be easiest if we distributed. So 9 times 7 plus 9 times n would give you, so 9 times 7 is 63, plus 9 times n is 9n. And then same thing on the right side, 2 times n, 2n, 2 times negative 6 gives you a 2n minus 12. So now we have to get n by itself. You could either subtract 9 on both sides or subtract 2 on both sides. In this case, I'm going to subtract 2n. It gets rid of the 2n from the right side, and you're left with negative 12. And then you bring down the 63. 9n minus 2n is a positive 7n. 9 minus 2, basically. And here we will subtract by 63 to get the 7n by itself. 7, we bring the 7n down. And here we have minus 12 minus 63. So minus 12 minus 63 gives you a negative 75. Minus 12 minus 63 is the same as minus 12 plus negative 63. And then if you divide by 7 to get the n by itself, then we're left with negative 75 divided by 7. You could leave that as your answer, or as a decimal, it would be approximately negative 10.71. So either one of these is an acceptable answer. Like and subscribe if you learned something from the video, and leave a comment if there's any topics that you'd like me to discuss in the future or make a video on. Thank you.